Hi guys, and welcome back. It's your girl Yummy.com. Thank you for coming to another video, to another Tipsy movie review. That's right, I'm actually tipsy, it's actually a movie, and this is a review. Now usually I only do things that I truly love, but this movie I'm really on the fence about if I love it or not. However, I knew I had to watch it because it had some of my favorite people and favorite things. I love dance movies. As someone who failed dance in high school, I love dance movies, okay? And as a former theater nerd and tech crew, okay, because shout out to tech crew, that was in this movie, I love dance, okay? And this movie is a dance movie. A step up, if you will. But really what dragged because I was a little bit reluctant, was the cast. The cast, it had one of my favorite dancers from one of my favorite dance shows, who's also becoming kind of a gay icon, and a lot of stuff, like he was in Love, Simon and other stuff, but mostly Love, Simon. Keon. He was actually originally, the first time I saw him, he was in a Australian dance show called Dance Academy, where he played like the love interest to one of our favorite characters, Sammy, who tragically passed away. But there was a lot of beautiful dance sequences in that show. I'll be doing my own video about that later, about the dances that I love from that show. But he was in two of the big pieces that I remember him in. He did his own pieces, but these were group pieces that he really stood out in. Was the duet piece he did with Abigail in the movie.
Another star, you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see us alive. Where are you now? Where are you now?
Beautiful, stunning. It told the story of Poseidon. It told the story of Hades and how he dragged Persephone to hell, and it had these beautiful like lighting cues. Shout out to lighting cues about the seasons as they go past, because that's kind of the story of Persephone. I'm getting off track. Anyways, and then he also was in this number dedicated to Sammy when Sammy, unfortunately, spoiler alert, passed away. It was this big, beautiful moment at a competition where they all did this dance together. They did Sammy's dance and it was lovely and wonderful. And I loved him in that, and so I just have continued to follow his career. Same with Jordan Rodriguez. I follow their career from Dance Academy, but that's besides the point. He was in this. I know he's a phenomenal dancer. I know he's a great actor. I know he plays these colorful characters. So of course I had to see it. Then of course Liza Koshy was in it. Like Liza, like I've seen Liza act in things, mostly her YouTube premium series, Liza on Demand, which is like, I think the first season was way better than the second season, but the first season was hilarious to me. You know, I just really like the first season of Liza on Demand, but it's not really her acting so much. I mean, she's acting, but a lot of that character is actually her, if she was to be put in those scenarios. So like, to see her truly acting, you have to go to her film debut, Medea Halloween, Medea Boo Halloween, something like that. She was playing like a little good Christian girl, so that was fun to see her in. So it was fun to see her in another role. Spoiler alert, she's literally just herself again. It's much like Liza on Demand, but if Liza Koshy was the dance captain, which I guess maybe she was back in Houston, but back in Texas, who knows? She does. But besides the point, I love her on YouTube. I think she's very funny, cute, adorable, funny, great dancer always. So, you know, the chance to see her throwing it back is a gift to all of us. So I had to watch because of that. Sabrina Carpenter, who was my favorite character from Girl Meets World. That's where I first saw her. She's obviously a phenomenal singer. We all know. If you don't like her, well, sue me. like sit what the kids do, little TikToks the kids do, sue me. But anyways, so she was in this. I love her voice. I like obviously knew she could dance to some extent, but I didn't know she could dance to this extent, which is debatable. We can talk about that later, about the extent in which she danced in. But of all of the characters, of all of the actors that I came to see, you know the one I'm looking at. You know the one I came here for. Okay? I have loved this man. I have appreciated this man and his acting skills.
You're not the police.
Oh, wait.
Since he was Holden Dippeldorf from Liv and Natty, all the way up to when he was John Ambrose, okay? I watched Grease live for this man. Like, obviously, other characters, Vanessa Hudgens, Erin Tveit, Julianne Hough, love them. They were great. I watched Grease live for this man, okay?
On a new drum, gonna make you come. Cinderella at the bar, riding in a pumpkin sedan.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's calling your name and begs you, please come back to me.
And I could have had it all, True love, I know I
Gotta look on the bright side with all of your might. I fought for her still anyhow. Freddie, and we paint the town.
Jordan Fisher. Follow his career on Dancing with the Stars. Everything, all of it. Love everything he does. Love everything he's in. Watch everything he's in. He is phenomenal. A precious little gift. Like, and he is a phenomenal dancer.
Give me some of that. Some of this, some of that. Give me some of that. Some of this, some of that. Give me some of that.
Singer.
Life isn't discriminate between the cities and the states. It takes and it takes and it takes. We rise and we fall. And if there's a reason I'm still alive, and so many have died, and I'm willing to.
Everything. I have been looking at this man since he was in Teen Beach Movie. Okay, I've been appreciating his skills since he was in Teen Beach Movie and Teen Beach Movie 2. Okay, with the fro, yes, we appreciate it. Okay, so I had to watch this film. Like, as if the other ones weren't enough to drag me in. Well, you know I gotta watch it because Jordan Fisher's in it. Okay, I had to do it. So I opened up a sweet bottle of red. And I started to boot up my Netflix that I share with my sister. And, you know, I started to watch it. And there are a couple things that immediately came to my mind, like, after watching the entire film. First of all, Jordan Fisher can't be in a movie without playing a piano. That is clear. Or some type of instrument. If it's not a guitar, it's a piano. If it's not a piano, he's actually playing, he's dancing with the piano, kind of playing and dancing with the piano. So, obviously, that is contractually obligated when you are directing Jordan Fisher. And I appreciate it. Weird flex, but okay. Another thing that I realized was, why was the Thunderbirds, like, it was weird. Like, it reminded me of Grease because they were called the Thunderbirds, but they were dressed like the Pink Ladies. So it was just like, choose a lane. So that was really funny to me. Sabrina Carpenter's character was very annoying, super annoying, super sweet, super like lovable. I knew exactly what the plot was going to be within the first minute of watching the trailer. Not even the, like, it's a dance movie. Like, we can't expect a complex plot, you know, but and the thing about it is, like, it's a dance movie on Netflix. Like, I'm not saying Netflix Netflix has two lanes. Like, they either go really deep, really intense, like really cinematographically expensive, I don't know how to say it, like really thought-provoking shots and all these different things, like Ozark and Sense8, like those kind of shots. Or you get the kissing booth. One or the other. Sometimes you mix them a little bit together, mostly the kissing booth, but a lot of like the shot stuff, and you get To All the Boys I Loved Before 1, not 2, don't mistake me, not 2, 1. And sometimes you get a little bit of a love child, but this one was definitely more, I mean, I guess it was made by the people who made To All the Boys I Loved Before and the kissing booth, so makes sense. But it had that same vein, that same vibe to it. I did like the characters, even the background characters. I think this was very clear on who got paid the most. I feel like it was definitely like Sabrina Carpenter, Liza Koshy, and Jordan Fisher got paid the same. Keon got paid a little bit less than them. Everyone else who spoke, so like Michelle, who played the admissions counselor, the mom, maybe like the TikTok dancer and the Karate Kid, and they got paid like around the same amount. And then the kid Tapes, who, I kid you not, this man did not say a word throughout the entire film. Not one word. I went back and rewatched it when I was sober just to make sure. He did not say one word. They did not have to pay this man. I mean, they had to pay him, but they clearly didn't have to pay him as much as the others. So he goes like right there, and then everybody else, because nobody else mattered. There was nobody else who mattered in this. We didn't even get like to see a picture of her dad, or maybe I fast forwarded through that. I don't know. So we were just like, I feel like it was very much, these are the characters you need to focus on. That is it. And that's all you're getting. Now, we have to move on to the most important part of a dance movie, and that is the dancing. So this one disconnected a little bit for me, and it's because I think I'm a little bit, I guess you would call me old-fashioned, because like I'm like 24, 25, so like, and I'm like not into TikTok a lot, so like these kind of dance moves were like the big performances with like the Thunderbirds and the TBDs, like they were kind of cool to me in some regard. Not the last one, we're excluding the last two, but like all their other performances were kind of cool to me. But like it was a lot of TikTok, nay nay, boop boop boop, what the kids do, boop boop boop. Like a lot of that kind of TikTok-y dances that are very popular right now, so I understand why they were in there. And they're valid dances, but I just don't like them. I don't prefer them because I don't like them as much as like traditional aspect of like contemporary or like modern, or like, you know, like flair hip-hop, or like b-boying, like specific types of hip-hop. So I'm like a big contemporary like nerd. I like love watching contemporary pieces. So this was a little different for me because it was a lot of TikTok-y dances more so, which are still valid dances, but like just not my style, just not my like appreciation level. But what I did like is all the dances that Jordan Fisher and Sabrina Carpenter's characters did together.
In my system, babe, it's incredible when you touching me. Yeah, that says it all. You said it all. Yeah. Baby, I'm not even in the gown. I'm just in the t-shirt.
Were so good, so good. And I don't know, we'll talk about this a little bit later, the music was banging. I don't know if it was because of the music, but that like yellow dress in the night scene where they had, she's like, I didn't sign up for a dance lesson. And he's like, would you turn down a dance lesson from the best dancer in the state? And she's like, sure, of course not. Where is he? She started to get a little personality to that nerdy girl character that was like, that she's all that kind of character. Started to add a little obey, a little seasoning to it. I liked it. And then the dance was so good. It was lit beautifully. The song was blasting in the background a little bit. Like it was kind of so loud that like I watched it. I had to go back and rewatch the scene because I realized I was just listening to the song. At some point I like drifted off and didn't look at the choreography and was looking at the song, listening to the song, but that also because I was tipsy. So like the song was a little louder, like for someone who was like kind of tipsy. So, but like other than that, like it was fantastic. I love the choreo. I like the reaction. I like the callback to it when they have their second dance duet scene together in his room. I'm not clear on where he lives with his parents, I assume. But like that second dance duet in his room, like I like the kind of callback to it because it's like they're doing essentially the same choreography, but you can see her growth in her reaction. Like the reaction of it, of her reacting to him. So it was really nice and I like that. Another scene I'd like to talk about was that weird library scene that was giving me all the Phineas and Ferb vibes.
You're saying that you don't have rhythm, but listen what you're doing right there. With that stamp and a book, you got a real nice hook. Sounds to me like you got rhythm to spare.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've got as much rhythm as that chair. What happened to me was a tragedy, but I don't have to be a millionaire. Look, I got a sweet deal going on here. I got all the books that I can read. All these sweet old ladies and this carpet from the 80s. What more could a librarian need?
So you're saying that you don't have rhythm.
Besides, I ain't got rhythm.
Brother, you got rhythm to spare. Like, and she was just like, like, I was like, this is too, all I'm seeing is Phineas and Ferb right now, so this is wild to me. The last thing I definitely and really want to talk about is the music. The music was so good. Like, it was so good for the type of movie that it is, because this movie is, you can clearly see who it is geared to, what kind of kids they're trying to attract with the casting. You can see that because you have Jordan Fisher, you have Sabrina Carpenter, you have Liza Koshy. These are all people who are very hip with the kids right now. So you have all these casts, and then you have all these dances, like the TikTok-y dances, like the like there was at one point where they were like, and I was like, oh, I know that one. So you know the TikTok. I sound real old with this gray hair, huh? Anyways, besides the point. So you could tell. So with the music choice, I was worried that they were going to go like a different route where they are like, because kids today, we like either really like nostalgia or really like the new stuff, or new stuff that's disguised as nostalgia. And I was worried that they were gonna like just go straight nostalgia and like, you know, play just old jams like that are really good but like don't really connect with the story that they're telling now. But instead, they were playing Dua Lipa. They were playing Wow by Zara Larsson. Oh my god, that song, girl. That song was everything during that scene. So good. But what I was worried about the song choices that they were going to make, because the songs weren't apparent. In these type of movies, the songs are usually apparent. Like when you think about To All the Boys I Loved Before, you think about the hot tub scene, you think that song, show a little light, show a little love, da-da-da-da-da. Same with the kissing booth and some of their certain scenes, you think of certain songs. So songs tend to stick out, and I was hoping that it would do that because of the vein of movie it is. And it did do that. It didn't disappoint. And like on top of it, it added like funky songs like by Dua Lipa and her whole, like I loved the Dua Lipa choice of it all. A lot of the music was really good. Jordan Fisher dancing to his own music is the funniest thing. Like, not once, but twice this man was dancing to his own music. And it was the same song. Love the song. Don't get me wrong, I love the song. But the fact that he was dancing to it twice is hilarious to me and will never not be hilarious to me. Regardless, that's basically what I have to say. I do really like the movie. I think I have to watch it one more time to make sure that I do. I can't tell. But I do really like the movie. The ending was a little weird to me because, like with her maybe going to end, it was a little bit open-ended, which could like shoot for like a like Carrie Diaries to the Sex and the City sequel, you know, when they go to New York, and or like a Katie Keene sequel of Riverdale, like spin-off of Riverdale, you know, like it could go down that route, and I would like to see it. And like, but it just, the ending was a little weird because like Keon's character was like a little rushed in like, oh well, I'm better now, don't call me Juilliard, call me Isaiah. Like, he was so rushed.
Was actually not bad.
Thank you.
I'm really happy for you guys. I'm so bored of winning all the time, right? Anyway, I just thought I'd come over here and say congrats. I've changed.
With like changing who he was, and then just the underdevelopment of all the other characters, Priyanka, the TikTok goth girl, the Karate Kid, Tapes. Like, Tapes didn't even speak. That's how underdeveloped the other characters were. So, and then the mom, we got no resolution with the mom. She just stole her car and then like went to dance and then danced to her mom's Pump Up jam. Which, like, I guess is significant, but it's just, I think, which is ironic for a Netflix film, because we just got Kissing Booth, which was 2 hours long, 2 hours and like 10 minutes or whatever. I think this movie would have garnered, it would have been a better use of this movie's time to spread out the story a little bit and maybe make it a little bit longer, or maybe spend a little less time with Liza and that mattress dude. I don't know. They spend a lot of time in that mattress store. I feel like they just got a deal on it. But like, they could have fleshed out like the mom character, the resolution with the mom, the parents, like, because Duke didn't really mean nothing to me, because she was like, yeah, my dad. But like, other than like, my dad, like, I understand, but like, it just felt like a little rushed to me. A lot of it felt rushed, and I understand it's a dance movie, but like, a lot of it felt rushed, and even some of the choreography felt rushed. So I like it a lot, but I just, it's like one of those glass bottle mojitos, you know? It's like, it'll do. I mean, I would rather have like a mojito made at the bar with some top quality stuff. And I usually compare them to wine, but I'm just going to go with drinks for now because I'm kind of stunned. It's like one of those glass bottle mojitos that you get at the liquor store, where it's like, it'll do for now. Like I want a mojito. I don't feel like making it. Let's get this glass bottle. Like, it's clearly the alcohol content ain't what it is, ain't what I want it to be. But hey, it'll do for now. It's not no Lime-A-Rita out here in these streets. I wouldn't disrespect it that way. It's a glass bottle mojito. Let's go with that. So, with that being said, thank you for watching, my internet friends. This has been another Tipsy review. My name is Yemi.com. Don't worry, I will be back, so stay tuned.